versus. It's time. We're back.
Time for back o'clock.
Are we back?
Here we are.
Oh, hell
once
yeah.
again.
Okay. If I remember correctly, we said
We're real close to Reaping.
yeah. We're gonna go get reaped.
Not like this. Not like that. That was the bad place.
I think you have to remember how to get out of this dungeon, though.
I think I remember how to do it.
Oh, hey, we're playing on console. Can you see over here just as well?
Yeah.
Okay. I can do work.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember the right way now.
All right, so we are now playing Gale of Darkness.
Yeah.
And Ian is trying to make his way into this evil cipher lab because they've kidnapped Professor Crane.
Yep. We're not gonna worry about that either. Already beaten them. Yeah, you can do emotes. Just
standard. We can just do follower emotes.
You can.
that one I might put Crunchy on.
Yeah, I'm gonna put for follower. I think I'm gonna do standard Ralts, Ian Grump, Crunchy, Don Fan, and Ripchi.
That's
Okay.
good.
Yeah. I went to the wrong place. I went home, not to the right place. I need the tree. I forgot how in this in this Poke Link overlay, I forgot how big Nidoran is.
In this time of year, in this time of day, localized entirely within Agate Village.
Let's go, Mareep! You're gonna be like my strongest Pokemon!
Okay, I can upload this, so I'm gonna go ahead and
I learned Body Slam. That'll be nice. Heal Bell. Heal Bell's interesting.
Yeah.
I got elevated to level 18.
I believe that's the only way to get healed now. Like, in the entire franchise. Which isn't a horrible move. It'll cure status of anybody on your team, even if they're not out.
Yeah. Bleh.
Clerics are kind of rare.
They are kind of rare. I got a ribbon. Okay, Rusty. Hate to pull you away. But I need a letter for this Flaffy.
B.
A.
Did it evolve when you?
It evolved after it gained a level.
Got it. Okay. D.
Space.
Capital G.
U.
Y.
Exclamation point. Do-da-do-wa-dee-da-da-boo-wah.
Oh, hold on. Can we remove that space and then put a duh at the end?
Let's do it.
Exclamation point still.
Yeah.
Capital D.
I think I'll need. How do you want it to look?
Do you do we want the duh to be big?
Oh, we can be capitalized.
Yeah, let's do a big duh.
Da-da, boo-wa-dee-da-da, boo-wa, boo-wa-dee-da-da,
Is
boo-wa.
it you? Would it be you?
U-U-H.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Do-wa, boo-wa-dee-da-da, boo-wa,
Thank you.
doo-wa-dee-da-da, boo-wa.
Thank you.
I'm the bad guy, Billie Eilish bad guy. I'm the Billy bad guy. I am Billy.
All right, stop playing it. Stop playing it.
Oh shit! It won't stop.
Rusty, stop. Rusty, no.
I'm the bad guy, Billie Eilish bad guy. I am Billie Eilish, and I am a bad guy.
Thank you, Nathan.
Oh no!
Hey,
What?
Rusty.
I don't have the crunchy.
I'll upload it.
Hey, Rusty.
Hey, what?
Can you change PokeLink for me?
Oh yeah, sure. You are now fluffy. It is done. And I will also
Thanks, PokeLink. You can get it for your streams at
one
patreon.com/Poke.
of these guys.
I'm sure that I healed, but why not just be extra sure? You know what I mean, Vern?
Now I have used the same names, so these should still work. Nope. Emotes might take a little bit to update, but they should be fixed. Other than you can put Crunchy in the free slot now, Ian.
I'll go do that when I get home.
Okay. And we've got tier 1 subs for Pride and Shiny Rolls.
Dope.
Do we have anything else we need to add to that?
We
We
got
could do the
Senpai.
Senpai.
Yeah, sure, why not?
why not? It's a little.
Image is not square shaped.
Yeah, you have to make sure that the width and the height are the same.
Okay, I'm not gonna mess with that right now.
You have Psybe.
It's kind of nice. Gonna.
It's working in our chat, but not in the updated chat yet. Dolphin still works.
Yeah.
So it's going to take a minute to update, I think.
Yep.
Is the lesson here.
Yeah.
I forgot his name was Ridiculo.
Yeah, well, you named it. Please paralyze.
The Wii was like, okay.
Of course, you fucking countered that turn.
What level does Teddy Urso evolve?
30. Something.
30 sounds right.
That's too late.
Okay, you know what? Fuck this shit. Maybe like 28. I mean, we can look it up if we really wanted to.
It's kind of what I figured is if we need something looked up, Rusty was probably the best equipped to do it.
Yeah. Level 30.
I think that's the level Flappy goes to.
I think you are right. Yep. Spiel is 32 and 44. Altoy, which you're definitely going to keep, is 36.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long time before that's usable.
Spin rack evolves pretty good.
Yeah, Spinnerack evolves like
They're the same.
now. No, 22.
But that is Sight Beam, which is really nice. That bitch high. That bitch got a high base power for this point of the game.
I like how they tried to do a metal claw that was reflective, and instead it just looks like it's going invisible. Maybe it is reflective, and when we get into a different room, it'll look better. It may just be
No, I
this
think
room.
it just kind of turns invisible.
Do you like this better on this screen or this screen?
I don't have a preference.
Okay.
The only thing about this screen is the mic, but
Oh, well then let's swap it. This mic's not in the way for either of mine. Sorry that it was behind there for a minute.
that's fine.
Also, having Bulbapedia up gives us a lot more light.
Yeah.
Because it's very white. I should get a light focus.
That's not what I meant to do.
Well, it's not like he's gonna hit you for that free turn.
Yeah. Well, and I let the safeguard come down, so hopefully this is enough damage. Or I get a crit. Nah. Doesn't look like it.
Look at his cute little run.
Oh, this Teddiurse is gonna die.
You can pick Mirror Cut.
Eh, good.
Or safeguard. Why not doesn't only counter? It does have other skills.
Yeah, it can splash. It gets splash.
It does also get safeguard.
It gets safeguard. It gets charm. It gets.
I almost don't know
What's
why
that?
why you would use charm.
It
Destiny
gets
Bond.
Destiny Bond. Gets Encore. Gets Amnesia.
Oh, I'm not gonna get a chance to. That's fine.
Wobbuffet does not get additional moves.
It used to be if you wanted like charm, you had to get it from. Why not?
You can teach it Tickle from another generation.
I think that's an event exclusive move.
Please don't. It's fine. I'm really hit myself 6 times in a row.
What if I...
Were to purchase fast food and disguise it as your own cooking?
Steam pants.
Steam pants.
Oh, that bear wanted that Winkle. Oh, that's annoying. Please don't explode. That'd be the balls. Please hit. Yay!
Man, when your bear evolves, return is going to hit so fucking hard.
Oh,
Well, and I really like how they give you on your very first Pokemon return so that you can see it get more powerful as the game progresses. It's very cool.
I
Like and it tells you visually by the number of hearts that appear when it hits how strong it's getting. So eventually you will see it get 4 and then 5 hearts.
I like that Ursaluna evolves from Ursaring and not Teddy Ursa, so that you can play it through this game.
oh my
You
god,
don't
I
have to
love
save
this
it,
bear. Sorry.
so that you can swap it over later. No problem.
And it loves it.
It likes me right now. Let's be real. We can see how much. It likes me. Alright. Finish it. Finish it. Yes!
Ridiculous!
Oh fuck, he got confused for 4 turns and didn't hurt
3.
himself. At least 3. Ah, fucking.
Ian's not used to confusion working in his favor. It doesn't happen to him very often, and we have videographic evidence.
Okay. And I believe
We have years of Ian being unlucky recorded.
It's well documented at this point.
I'm not a person that believes in luck, but it's starting to.
my bad luck is starting to make him rethink that stance. Yes, I do see that item up there. I do wanna.
Going back to the healing machine is not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Especially since it's just right here.
Yeah.
You're not wasting time. Is Tickle ever a good move?
Not in very many contexts.
No, not really. Is there anything else in this room now?
I'm interested to see what you're going to swap your Spinarak for, and maybe your ball toy. Are you planning on keeping ball toy?
At this point, ostensibly, yes. But honestly, a lot of my team, just because I've either used them before, or...
I used them in the last game.
Yeah. I love Flaffy, don't get me wrong. I love the Ampharos line, but...
It's not good until the split. It's not great until the split.
It's argue that it's better before the split.
I mean, it gets Thunder Punch, but
Yeah. Ampharos is special.
after the split, it still gets Thunder Punch, but it's bad at it.
Yeah. Ampharos has better special attack, so Thunder Punch becoming physical actually hurts it some. And there are a number of Pokemon that, in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, that get bit by the physical special split like that. For example, Quilava doesn't like that. Flame Wheel is now physical. Chikorita doesn't like that. Razor Leaf is physical. But there are also a bunch of winners. Gyarados is a huge winner.
Gyarados is maybe the biggest winner of the split.
Yeah. And, there are a lot of physical water types in that gen. Gyarados, Kingler, Feraligatr. All of those guys like that.
Gyarados gets worse when it Mega Evolves, right? Adding the Dark type is kind of bad for it.
It's not necessarily worse. It's just different.
Yeah.
Like the things beat different things. So Gyarados, I would say, when you've got the Mega Stone on Gyarados, it is one of the more common Pokemon that you like elect not to Mega it, just because Water Flying Gyarados has a better matchup against these particular Pokemon than Dark Flying or Dark Water.
Water.
In that sense, like, it has more versatility than some other Megas, which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
Right.
But that comes at the opportunity cost of, you know, if you're running Gyarados like that, then you're essentially giving up the random slot.
Yeah. And losing the item slot is not worth the trade
Not Gen.
for a lot of people.
Well, and that's kind of competitive Pokemon has always had that sort of generally a specialist is better than a generalist.
Bellator, wake the fuck up.
And that's not to say that there aren't successful Pokemon that do have a versatile number of roles. There's a reason that Landorus is the best Pokemon in OU. It has been for like 3 generations.
Right. Well, and Lucario is notorious for being a split,
Yeah, it's versatile.
special and physical.
Lando. What? I didn't say anything.
I would say Landorus is probably the most notorious example of you can kind of do whatever you want with it.
Yeah.
It do kind of fuck shit up. I'm gonna heal, just because
Well,
they took a lot of damage
is it worth
there.
it to trek back and go purify it real quick?
Most times that we talk about megas and that design space, I remember the conversation you and I had where I was like, who decided that Mega Rayquaza needed a Mega Evolution that didn't require an item? And you were like, who decided that Charizard needed 2? Like, angrily. Like you were not happy about it.
There are occasional design decisions that I don't necessarily agree with.
I think it's interesting that
Yes,
they
I am gonna
specifically did design Charizard to go physical and special, to have a different version of it, and same with Mewtwo.
Yeah, and I like Megazord.
If
Both forms.
if they had done that with more things, I think it would. It's weird that it's only Charizard and Mewtwo.
Yeah. Mewtwo, I can see making sense. Clearly favoring Charizard is an interesting design.
Yeah,
decision.
Charizard's got an alternate of everything that it's ever like. It even has its own Z move, doesn't it?
It does not have its own Z.
Okay. Everything else, it has a.
It has a Gigantamax, and it got its Gigantamax before Bulbasaur and Venusaur.
It got its Gigantamax
Or,
before the
Venusaur.
starters of its own game.
Yeah.
It got its Gigantamax before, well,
Cinderace and
yeah,
Rillaboom
Cinderace and,
and
yeah.
Inteleon.
It had it in the base game, and they didn't.
Yep.
You had to pay for theirs.
Yeah. But it got 2 Megas. Even though in game it's weighted just the same as Bulbasaur and Squirtle.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to, without spoilers, seeing the new system for Scarlet and Violet and how they work out. We don't know how much Nathan knows about it. Please, no spoilies. He's trying to go into the games blind.
That's a lot of XP. Hopefully that's a level 2. That's a level at least.
But it's going to be interesting.
Letter.
Let's go capital T.
Rusty.
I.
M.
M.
Yeah, as in Mike.
A.
N.
T.
Where is it? There it is.
O.
O.
Tamantu.
We done?
Yeah.
Okay. Tamantu.
Tamantu.
I was trying to lead us towards Tamantha.
Let's look at Tamantu. Got Levitate, which is again
It's only ability.
yeah, which is its only ability. Nathan and I have kind of talked about. I like. It's
What was its nature?
calm.
Quirky, I think, is neutral, if memory serves.
It's quirky.
Which is fine, especially since you're one of those awkward Pokemon that has one type that's physical and one type that's special.
Yeah. Okay.
For an in-game playthrough, that's not horrible.
Bless you.
Pardon me. Do you have anything that is dark
Yes.
shadow right now?
Yes. The Spinnerack.
Gotcha.
It is currently gonna get some work done. It is. And I've got
I mean, are you talking about like a nose job?
we are good with body modifications here. We don't judge, and there are a lot of body modifications that actually can help people out. People make fun of like nose jobs a lot, but there are a lot of people that have like impacted sinuses that they can really help.
I would think
My
that-
butt used to be small. I fixed that right up.
It is now.
I would think that to get a
large.
nose job, though, you would have to have a nose.
Spinnerack has two.
Or maybe that's what the nose job is for, to give it a nose.
You just wanted a nose. All right, sure, bud.
I do like the idea of Spinnerack with like a giant Nigel Thornberry nose.
Up. Scroll up. Kind of in that line, right there.
Hmm?
Yeah, that
But
one right
it's
there.
not going to be clear, I don't think.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not transparent.
yeah. Okay, got that. That's where I fought those two losers. Have I been this way? No.
Where do you think you're going? Stop scurrying around.
Cabal.
Cable. Ooh, a shadow Pokemon. Smashing. See, I told you it got signal beam.
It does get signal beam. We're gonna make this fight a lot easier. Shadow.
This said it has a transparent background, but it super
A
doesn't.
lot of times, if you see the checkerboard, that means that like it's faking it,
Yeah.
which is frustratingly annoying. To get it transparent, you have to like go in and buy it.
It's stupid.
So Nathan, why did I use Nightshade on the Magnemite?
What else are you gonna hit it with?
That's exactly fucking why.
Every time I try to edit something, in OBS it gives us the little guidelines.
Yeah.
And I hate how it looks. And if we're doing it live, I'm like, oh my god, this looks like a nightmare, and I have to remember that it doesn't actually show that.
So it's not streamed.
Yeah.
Right.
Double flinch is really nice.
Flinch locking is a good strategy.
We just decided that Magnemite just wasn't going to have a good day.
I like... there are two ways you can build Togekiss. One is to just be a good flying fairy with good special moves, and the other way is super luck and just absolutely be the most frustrating son of a bitch.
You're thinking of Serene Grace.
I'm thinking of
Serene
Serene Grace.
Grace.
You're right. But Serene Grace Togetic is a son of a bitch to deal with.
Yes, it is.
Both are good when you're playing them, and one of them is supremely unfun when you're fighting against it. So I usually don't build it, but it's... in-game, it can be really funny to just...
Heck something up.
Yeah. It's a good way if you're struggling with a particular boss and you have access to the Togetic or Togekiss to do it. If you're struggling with the gym leader, just be a bastard. Ian, did you get new glasses?
No.
Okay.
It might be sitting on my face weird, so it might just look different.
I don't remember them being that shiny.
They are pretty shiny.
And speaking of shinies, you can join us on Monday.
Fuck off.
For Nathan's godforsaken mono shiny Nuzlocke. Can we please call it that when we eventually do the YouTube upload? Nathan's godforsaken mono shiny Nuzlocke.
I'm not sure how well that'll stick with the SEO.
The fuck Nathan run.
You gonna catch this Carvanha?
He's gonna try and catch everything.
Yeah. That's the plan.
Carvanha and Sharpedo are better than Spinarak.
They also have a type overlap.
Yeah.
2.
But as you were saying before, same problem with Flaffy. Nathan is currently using a Spiel line in his run.
Oh, I don't care about that nearly as much as I care about the fact that you used Flaffy in your run, and
you and I are the rivals, not you and Nathan.
yeah, fuck Nathan, but like,
We are planning to sit down and have the three of us battle.
We are planning to sit down and fuck Nathan.
Like fuck Nathan, but in this case, not worried about that team.
I have been doing off-stream a playthrough of Fire Red so that I can get that cartridge ready so that it can connect with the GameCube games, and we'll kind of show off how some of that connection stuff works, and we'll do battles between Ian and Rusty's and my teams.
Okay, this is getting
as kind of a finale to this little
Just catch it.
throwback to the GameCube era.
Just catch it and be done.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
It's ready. It's a Carvanha. What a...
So that comes before the call. That's interesting. I was curious on how on how that would work.
I believe the order is item, ball, call, move. I think that's correct. I think items happen before ball.
I like the idea of ball call.
Okay, so
It's a sequel to Call of the Wild, Call of the Ball.
It's just he's playing fetch with his dog. It's nice.
It's just an hour and a half of a guy playing fetch with a dog after it came home.
Hey, well, okay.
If you've ever read Jack London books, I do like how it's Call of the Wild and White Fang are just the same story but backwards.
They are. I was a little low for my liking there, but I am gonna go ahead and go
Purify Spinnerack.
Purify Spinnerack. At this point, I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave him in my team.
What else do you have?
Well,
Oh, well,
I
you did
could-
just get the Carvanha.
well, I've got the Carvanha, and I've got a decent amount of Pokemon.
Yeah, he's got a few options.
If I wanted to change, I might.
You've
like,
never used an Ariados.
Yeah, I've never used.
Because it's bad. There are a lot of cool-looking bug types that are not good.
Well, they did the bug type incredibly dirty until Gen 4, and even then,
Scissor's always been good.
he's good because he's part steel.
I like Levania quite a bit.
Again, a Gen 6 mon. But, like, I could, like...
I didn't say Levania was good.
It's
Like-
not great.
Like, I could...
Though I have had some success using it competitively.
It's
very
really
low
it's really good in game.
Like, I could, like, grab some... Like, I could grab... Like, Gulpin over it or something.
You could grab sideways butt lips. Sideways butt lips McGreen chunk.
But for now...
Provocative.
I just described a gulpin.
Gets the people going.
Nope.
Butt lips McGreen chunk.
But for now,
But for now,
we're just gonna move right along
32.
here.
I'm 32 years old.
Move right along here. I'm 32 years old as I reach for my children's meal.
This is not my children's meal.
Yes, it is. We got it for you.
I don't like the way the face is twitching.
Yeah.
Dig.
Doug.
Wait, did it just learn
Dig.
dig and refresh? That's
Yeah.
kind of interesting.
Like I said, I don't think it can get there's any other way for it to get refresh or signal beam. I think
Not that it's a special attacker.
All right, Richie.
special signal beam is physical in this gen.
You're right. Hey, Spinarak and Ariados may not be terrible.
If you're going to use it in a Spinarak, this might be the one to use.
Right, that's a better way to phrase it. X.
Hyphen.
B.
Oh.
O.
M.
X Boom, gonna give it to you.
E.
R.
He crosses out the he's an anti-boomer.
Or just like it's halfway between Boomer and Generation X.
Yeah.
X Boomer. Well, you certainly named him something.
I like Bomboso.
Bomboso.
That's
Very fun to
Captain
say.
Barbossa's
father. I think I made that joke last time.
You did.
That's familiar.
Okay. So, let's go finish storming the castle. Now that I've had to leave several times to go.
Oh, yeah. spoilers, but that's not going to be as big a problem from here on out.
I should be done with a lot of the. Oh, hold on.
We got to go all the way to A-Gate Village.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. He's ready. You hear the oven timer going off.
Ding, fries are done.
Somebody just watching on the security camera. Why does this kid just keep, like, coming in, fighting 2 people, and leaving?
Somebody needs to at least, like, unplug the healing machine for him, right?
Yeah. It's hardwired in. Did want to go and check out this negative possibilities space.
Nope, nothing there.
That's all it is. Just a guide fighting an item.
Which is fine. I like fighting guys.
Yeah. Getting items? Not bad. Fighting guys and getting items is my new album name.
If I ever do a video game based cover band, that'll be the name of either the album or the band.
Nopia. It's like an off-brand Nokia. No, we don't
Except
have a Nokia. It's a Nopia.
Except it just breaks all the time.
It breaks all the time. We have a Nopia. It's just as good.
Yeah.
I was ready to hit the luck button when it got confused.
I love single beam animation in this game.
For a long time, I thought Confusion was a badly named move because I thought that it didn't actually proc Confusion. But then I realized that the only things that I was using it with were like Abra or Kadabra, which was one-shotting everything
Killing
with it.
everything.
And so it would never proc. Kadabra is fast and hits hard.
I love Jigglypuff's death animation.
Very good.
We don't need that up anymore.
Diggity bop.
So, I was looking at our finances the other day.
Yeah.
We're pretty consistently getting 2 to 8 cents every stream for running ads,
Yeah.
It's not bad.
and that's without that. That's just we most of our streams we don't run ads.
Yeah.
That's like the ads that run
When you start the...
Yeah.
when someone joins the channel. Yeah. That turns into like $1 or $2 a month.
That's not bad.
Ain't nothing.
Says the criminal.
If we had been making 2 to 5 cents every 2 hours that we played games for our whole lives, we'd have a considerably more amount of money.
Yeah.
God,
love the music in this game.
It's very good. Somebody's going ham on those keys.
The guy who, the composer, does have his own YouTube channel.
And he's got at least he's got some remixes and stuff.
Yeah, he's
A
done
lot of
like
this.
piano arrangements of like Agate Village.
Is it the giant whatever guy that I follow?
I forget exactly what his name is. I should remember it because
Every time I see his name, I think it's Giancarlo Esposito because it's close to that, but it's not. Giancarlo is a real actor.
Yeah, he's the.
Or he's done a lot of really sinister, tall black men.
He's good at it.
Are you thinking of Grant Kirkhope?
I'm not thinking of Grant Kirkhope. No. That guy's like banjo. He's like classic.
Yeah, he's the rare
Nintendo
composer.
guy. Yeah. I realized that I just said banjo,
Yeah.
which sounds like I think he plays the banjo, but his
I mean, Banjo Kazooie does
Right.
have the banjo.
his big start was Banjo Kazooie, and he's been the Rare's composer since then.
I think he did some stuff before that, but he did GoldenEye 07, 007. He did the Banjo series. He did Mario and Rabbids. He's coming back for the new upcoming Mario and Rabbids. I think he did Ukulele.
He did Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Yeah, he did Conker's Bad Fur Day.
But there is a composer who has been working on remixes for a ROM hacker. I'm wondering if it's the same guy.
I don't know. He's a Japanese composer.
Oh, then probably not. I'm probably thinking of somebody else.
I don't want to attack this. Okay.
Why is Heart Gold Soul Silver trending?
I don't think the trending tag is perhaps as accurate as it should be.
1,188 tweets.
I think it tailors those to your
It
particular
does.
interests.
It does.
Oh, it's trending on the Pokemon with Lids Twitter. Let's go back to... Well, it's also trending for me. How do I find the people that I'm following?
You go. Okay. Go back. Hold on. Yeah. Click on your icon. You can go to following. Where it says 200 and
Ah.
or 400, whatever. Whatever people you follow. Ah, this is where we get heavy.
Dark mushroom.
It's the boy.
My shadow.
We're gonna do one return. I don't think that'll kill. Fuck. First thing that's wrong.
Okay, boomer.
Keep his name out your goddamn mouth.
Ooh, very close.
Damn it. And then it's gonna force me straight into a second fight.
Good shroom.
It is. We've used it before. Rusty, I need you to not lean forward there.
You're right. It's time.
I'll be back.
Well, hold on. Are you? Why don't we just take a 5-minute break? Or
Okay.
3-minute break.
We're gonna run some ads. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay.
3 minutes. Okay. Because I need some water. I'm dying.
You should take that with you.
Yes. That didn't work.
My brother, the mess maker.
Okay. That's probably close enough to 3 minutes. And even if not, we're just gonna go ahead and go on. Hey, don't fight me, don't fight me, don't fight me, don't fight me. Nice.
I'm sure you saw it, but there was a secret item there on the table.
Yeah, there was, but I didn't want to get it just yet.
Potentially activate the next spell.
Yeah. I wanted to go heal. I've got a dead spider and a sleepy bear. Gotta go take care of.
He's a sweepy bile. Sweepy bile.
Dead Spider Sleepy Bear is the name of my next album.
Sweepy well bile.
Sleepy Bear.
Sweepy bile.
They did. So I am going to go ahead and... Great,
Great ball. Actually, very nice for this point in the game.
I was going to say, I will absolutely take that, Ev.
Id card.
Hey, bro. Not my deal.
Hey, that's a great ball.
That is a great ball. Other kid was like, nah, man.
You don't want to go through there.
Why not?
We should at least wait till Rusty gets back.
This puts me back.
Yeah, but as you go toward the exit, there's gonna be a thing.
Okay, well, I'm not done exploring, so...
If I recall correctly, I may be misremembering.
I think that's the shortcut to get back.
Hey, could you do me a favor and hand me that plate? Way back there.
It is way back there.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Miss you.
Love you.
Nope, I didn't want to go back that way.
And you did anyway.
Yeah. Careful there.
Careful as my
He's literally not. Okay, so talk to these two idiots.
It's a great ball.
Okay, no, I guess. I thought there was more there. I guess we are there. That do be where we are. Okay. Next boomer gotta give it to you.
I'm gonna try to turn that leftover bacon into bacon bits.
It's bacon. Bacon bits are good. I do like me some bacon bits. Okay.
So you ain't got the ID card.
Yeah. Went through here.
You may have to go to the left.
Yeah, I think this is...
The ID protected elevator.
Yeah. Yeah. We can go down here now.
Okay, Nathan and Ian,
I'm one of those.
you are designing a new Pokemon game.
Ah, God, that's the dream.
You need...
You understand, don't you? It's wrong to turn ordinary Pokemon into shadow Pokemon against their will. That would be very suspicious.
I started this right
Please,
as the
won't you
story
help us
kicked
stop
back
this
up.
shadow Pokemon plan? Join us and help save Pokemon.
Naps. I understand what you're trying to say, but I can't help you. Well, you're the kid I saw at the Pokemon HQ lab that time. I have old voice.
Gale, is it really you, Gale? Or is it just some sort of imposter?
Are you trying to tell
Oh,
me that you
right.
came here by your lonesome to rescue Professor Crane? It's too bad. I'm still a member of Cypher. I can't very well let you folks go now, can I? As for you, you snagged my Teddy Ursa from me that time. I'll give you this. You've got guts to come here alone, but I'll fix you good so you'll never get out again. Cypher, no siphoning! Okay, you're designing a new Pokemon game.
Okay.
You need
I
to
The wrong Pokemon out for this fight.
you need to make a new gimmick, a la Mega Evolution,
Z moves.
Z moves, that kind of thing for the new generation. What would you do? What new gimmick do you invent?
Multi-type moves.
Okay, a thing that already exists, but you need to add on to it.
Yes. And I've put a lot of thought into this.
Are they specific for the? Okay, you put a lot of thought into it.
I would like to do a game that focuses on multi-type moves. Not necessarily like having some sort of in-game explanation. It's like, oh, Fire Punch is in our region. It's both a fighting and a fire move, even though it's different in other regions or something like that. But some moves would be multi-typed, like Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, Ice Punch, would be combo fighting and their respective elements.
Right.
Fang moves could be dark, whatever.
Because they're all basically bite and crunch.
Yeah.
And I assume Blaze Kick would also be part fighting.
Yeah, Blaze Kick is another pretty obvious one. But there are a lot of moves that lend themselves to being multiple types. And also coming up with new moves that could be fusions of types. So I think there's a lot of potential.
So, that's cool and all, but I don't think it answers the question that I gave you, because I do not think that it is the same kind of... It is a cool addition to the game, but it is not a transformation in the... I guess Z moves also aren't a transformation. Okay. I guess what I was asking was, give me a gimmick that only happens once per battle.
Okay.
Mega Evolution can only happen in battle. Z moves are so powerful they have to limit them to once per battle.
Gigantamax.
Gigantamax you can only do once per battle. And what you are doing is I think a needed overhaul of game mechanics. I think it's a good overhaul of game mechanics.
I don't know if it's necessarily even like a good overhaul. Just I think that would make an interesting... Like, you could build a game around it.
Right.
I don't know if it's necessarily like something I would want to continue from the series from that point on. Just, it'd be fun to explore that possibility space.
I think if you did do that change, there would be no going back.
And that's the other thing. So you could like limit it to like, oh, it's multi-typed if they're holding an item. Or
okay.
Something like that.
There you go.
Along those lines. But that would be like the thing that I have put the most thought into.
I haven't specifically thought about it because I don't think I'm very good in that vein of thinking. But caveat. Now, if this is dark, it's not. If that's dark, if that's shadow, it's going over Spinnerack. I haven't put a huge amount of thought into something like that. Again, I don't think my mind's not very good at that. But something in the vein of the Ash Greninja. You get like
a battle bond type
mechanic. Yeah, like a battle bond type mechanic.
I had two thoughts, and one of them was trainer Pokemon fusions.
Yeah. I think that's just the easy one to say, though. I wouldn't specifically have anything else.
It would be really hard to do, and I think this is why they only did it with the Ash Greninja. It would be really hard to do character customization and have Pokemon fusions. And character customization is a beloved feature that it was only supposed to be one gen, but they keep bringing it back because people loved it so much. And then the other problem would be that multiplies with further generations. Which is probably why they don't do it. The solution would be to have have the characters that they could fuse with in game, and then you have Ash show up in game, then you have Ash Greninja upon talking to Ash with a Greninja in your party. Yeah. That would be one solution, but it's not a great one. Yeah. The thought that I had would be Pokemon fusions. Would be a thing that you could do, and everybody that does like ROM hacks with Pokemon fusions has permanent fusions.
Yeah.
I think having a once per battle, certain Pokemon are able to fusion if they're both in your party. Maybe again, it's a held item.
Yeah.
But it would be that would be a cool thing to have.
That was my sort of along the lines of my next idea. My next idea was like a support sort of system, where like once per battle you could say throw out your other Pokemon, a second Pokemon, and then they get to do a combo move or something.
This is a double battle for one turn.
Maybe
of.
not necessarily like that, but like the ability to like do combo moves.
Right.
Of something along those lines.
Maybe making the pledge moves pull data from the party, not just that kind of thing.
And the way I was kind of thinking about it is you can make them both generic, the way that like a Z move is, but also have like specific combos for Pokemon that have like lore interactions. Like Nidoking and Nidoqueen could have a combo that has its own special effect.
Seviper
Zangoose could have one. Solrock Lunatone could have one.
Seviper Zangoose would be really funny if it was like if you have a Seviper in your party, Zangoose uses a certain move and Seviper dies, Zangoose heals, and you also like deal damage according to Seviper's stats or something. That would
Something
be really
like
that would be a really funny one.
Yeah.
So your
Seviper dies.
No, your Seviper and your Zangoose get into a fight, dealing 25% damage to both of them, but the other Pokemon gets caught up in the melee, and
it's like a cartoon beat 'em up clown.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ian, why did you heal? Why did you go and do that? Because I think there's a fight here.
Those would be fun.
You are right. There was a fight here.
But I think having something with the fusion where like the first type and the first two moves, the second type and the second two moves, so that you can like customize through the ordering how things fuse, and then a Charizard and a Venusaur would fuse differently based on which one was in battle.
Yeah.
So a Charizard Venusaur fusion would be Fire Poison.
Finally, Canon Venustoise.
A Venusaur Charizard fusion would be Fire Poison. Then it would be Flying Grass.
Oh, okay.
And then it takes different moves based on which one it was as well.
Ian's in a boss fight, by the way.
Yeah. But I think that would be a really cool design space that's kind of easy to implement. Works on a one battle basis.
I kind of like I just like initially like I really like the double. Yeah, I am low level for this fight. It's fine.
I like that it gives you the ability to take a Pokemon and give it a different type.
When everything has Protean, nothing.
Kinda? But only once per battle, right? You don't permanently get a Venustoise. Or a Blastoise.
Shoutouts to that one like random gag in a episode with Ghastly that led to all the fans wanting a combo Venusaur Blastoise.
Oh, and a way that they could do it to make it future-proof is make a form that is just every type combination. A fire-water and a water-fire avatar that shows up when you do the merge to make it future-proof. And its stats and moves and abilities are based on what you combined. But that way you don't have to make a sprite for a billion different combinations.
Yeah.
You either have to have specific ones that can only do it, or...
Which, again, you could
Have
do.
some
Again,
kind
you could do, like, notable fusions like Solrock, Lunatone, etc.
Remoraid and Mantine.
Dual-wielding, too.
Just like, ba, 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 ba. So anyway, I started blasting.
Mantine fused with a Remoraid just gives it another Remoraid.
Doesn't that happen in Splatoon? A Manta Ray with guns?
Oh, I don't know.
You're talking about big man. We are all big fans of the big man.
I don't know anything about Splatoon.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it. I just know his name's Big Man, and I love him. Blech. Lufdisk is such a terrible Pokemon. I would have liked that to do a little more.
Yeah, you're Umbreon.
I am Umbreon. The Rosalia's little strut is very good. Please stop. Please, I am begging you.
While the do not post spoilers tag is up, Nathan, I know you know a little bit about Scarlet Violet. Do you know about the new gimmick from this gen?
No.
Okay.
Thank God. I'm really excited for you.
I'm ready for you to discover that organically. It's such a cool thing.
All right, we're gonna stop talking about it now.
Yeah.
Sam is palpable. Is that
Hey,
Fuzzy?
Fuzzy.
What's
It
up,
is.
Fuzzy? Yes, I am uber excited for Nathan to get that. Oh, this Rosalia is just gonna be a bitch.
The seed is good in doubles.
The seed is good in doubles.
There's a lot of things that are really bad, but good in doubles.
Leech seed is never
horrible
bad.
in singles, but it can be very annoying in doubles. Because you can get that double drain going. It's
Yeah. I might as well have done nothing to this.
Does Umbreon have Heal Bell? Is that what has it?
No.
No, it's Flaffy. That makes
Flaffy.
sense. Okay.
Please hit. Please hit. Oh, God damn it. That did so much. God.
Do you have a way to deal with this Rosalia?
Yes. Please paralyze. Just paralyze it.
It won't. Oh, it did.
That is... Okay.
You're not doing a Nuzlocke, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Good call.
I don't love this. I'm gonna do that.
Girl, shake that snap that way. That snap it that way. Is that what you're referencing, Fuzzy? Ooh, I like your little wrestling Pikachu emote. Does a wrestling mask Pikachu count as a lid? Is that a Pokemon with a lid?
It depends on what you consider a lid. Is it a hat?
A lid is a hat, yes.
I don't think a mask is a hat.
If you're not aware, follow my Twitter, Pokemon with Lids. I retweet Pokemon with lids.
Alright, the evil is gone.
The evil is defeated!
Sometimes Pokemon naturally have lids, but
Like
also
Ludicolo.
the Pokemon MOBA has skins, and I'm getting a lot of it's a deep vein of newly lidded Pokemon.
And sometimes, like, you see, like, arts and promotions and stuff that have it.
Well, like Ralts has a natural lid.
Yeah.
Ralts looks like it has a lid on it.
Yeah.
Just catch. There's a lot to ask for. He's at full health.
someday that'll evolve into something that will have at least survived that move.
I would say Claydol is pretty thick.
It is as thick as it looks, which is quite.
Yeah. I'm getting lucky with those paralysis.
Throw the ball.
I have been near it.
They've got to up the catch rate for snagged mobs, right?
I don't think they do.
No.
So I just got really lucky with all those legendaries and caught them on like turn 2 and 3.
Uh-huh.
Maybe. I don't know.
I
I can't say that I would assume that the legendaries probably have up catch rates, but I don't know for sure.
Because they're like part of the story almost.
Yeah.
You got like, it's obviously balanced around having a couple of them. You ready to catch your Shadow Lugia?
Yeah, he's
I don't
right.
think he's ready for that yet.
Yeah, he's right outside the door. It's kind of a weird jump in difficulty, but yeah, I think I got this.
I think you're ready. I feel like an Umbreon would be that girl in community college that always wore the little anime top hat. Word. I can see that.
Gale, you've grown tough, haven't you? In fact, I'm amazed at how much stronger you've grown in such a short time.
Oh, sorry.
We know Cypher is back, and we need to move quickly. We have to come up with ways of stopping them. But don't move too quickly, because that means you're going through a vent, and that would be very suspicious.
Look, an item.
You found a data ROM. Here, may I see that? Ah, yes, this is perfect for completing my tasks. This may be something important. We'll take it back and analyze it.
Umbreon would look good in a top hat.
I agree. Thanks to you, Gale, I was able to return safe and sound. Sincerely, thank you. Although it was a horrible ordeal, I learned a few things when I was in that desert lab. First and foremost, Cypher hasn't disappeared. The fact that they're still around is alarming. Worse, they're making more Shadow Pokemon again. And worst of all, they're trying to create the ultimate Shadow Pokemon, one that is impossible to purify. Cypher must be plotting the world domination using Shadow Pokemon as their weapons again.
Oh, is that why everybody loves that Shadow Lugia? Is because they made it impossible to purify?
To counter Cypher's new Shadow Pokemon conspiracy.
Director Lily, we did it. The Purify Chamber is finally completed. Now you don't have to go to that fucking cave.
Oh my.
Oh, what fantastic timing. It's finally finished. Lily, thank you. Thank you for pulling everyone together so capably in my absence. You guys truly had the best team meeting. Okay, let's not waste any time. Let's all go have a look at the Purify Chamber. Let's. I think Rusty was...
Yeah, she was Toad.
She was Toad, right?
Oh, yeah. Hello! I'm tired of Toad.
Take a good look, Gale. This is the Purify Chamber.
You'll never see it again.
Gale, your father and I designed it 5 years ago when we were motivated by the Shadow incident. If evildoers were to create Shadow Pokemon again, we wanted to be able to save them ourselves. Gale, your father believed that passionately. To honor your father's wish, I put together the Pokemon HQ lab. If your father were here, I'm sure that he would be delighted.
What happened to our father? Is he Ratsman?
Probably died from dehydration after beating it too often.
God damn, Nathan.
Nathan, what the fuck? You can die from beating it too often? I gotta change the habits.
No. The Shadow incident happened 5 years ago, and and Gale is not 5 years old. Okay, Gale, we'll have to lead the way. The glorious history of the Purify Chamber will begin with you. But first, if you would be so kind as to briefly explain how the Purify Chamber works. Certainly. Okay, Gale, listen closely. The Purify Chamber is a facility which shadow Pokemon undergo purification through contact with regular Pokemon. Purification is conducted in what we call a set. This is where a shadow Pokemon comes into contact with regular Pokemon. In the center of a set, one shadow Pokemon is placed. Up to 4 regular Pokemon can be placed around the shadow Pokemon. We have 9 of these sets here. That means we can efficiently purify 9 shadow Pokemon at the same time.
Oh.
If there's one thing you need to be careful about, purification won't proceed if you place only a single shadow Pokemon in a set. Purification can only happen if there's at least 1 regular Pokemon on a set with a shadow Pokemon. The number of regular Pokemon placed with the shadow Pokemon and their compatibility are key points. First, the number of regular Pokemon. The more regular Pokemon you place with the shadow Pokemon, the quicker purification is. Next, the compatibility of the Pokemon. Compatibility depends on the types of the Pokemon involved and the directions they face. By adjusting these factors, you'll likely see differences in purification speeds. If you need the details, I'd be happy to explain later, but right now I'd like you to check the sets out.
So it's like breeding with shadows.
Not quite. When you place them in the shadow Pokemon, you place them essentially in a circle surrounded by up to 4 regular Pokemon. If the regular Pokemon's types are super effective on each other in a circle, then they purify more quickly.
Cool.
For purposes of a Purify Chamber, normal is considered super effective on normal.
So if you just have 4 normals,
Yes.
it's also...
Yes. It'll show you here.
Rusty, I need to... Sorry.
Hit edit.
And right now...
So you put in a shadow Pokemon.
So... Let's do... somebody that won't actually interfere with type.
Put it in the middle. And then you need to put it there. You probably want to grab that Letty Ball.
Is it ready as well?
Yeah, Letty Ball. It's purified.
I forgot it was purified.
If you put it on the bottom, there.
Yeah.
Because Letty Ball's bug typing is super effective on dark, it'll be more quickly than if it were some other arbitrary Pokemon.
Yeah. So, but you do need to start with the Shroomis being super effective on the Houndour as well, right?
Maybe? I forget.
It looks like the beam is going...
Yeah, so that may speed things up too. And you can see the speed based on the tempo there.
Or what is the flow then?
That may be the flow. I don't know. I forget.
It's been a very long time.
But yes, the idea though is that you want to arrange the circles so that it creates a line of super effective Pokemon.
Right.
And you can adjust this from any PC.
Oh, that's also a good addition.
Yes, it's
and as you purify more, you get more options,
Exactly.
and that's how they probably have more shadow Pokemon in this game than the.
I think it's around the same number. I
Really?
forget.
Okay.
There may be more.
But that speeds up your time considerably, I would imagine.
Yeah.
So if I tried to purify everything in Coliseum 1, it would take me
It would probably take a while.
a hot minute.
Go ask Dayton what he's doing upstairs. Looks like Fuzzy got warned for posting a link. I don't know if we have a permit set up or not.
Oh, 11 messages were deleted?
Yikes. I don't know if we have a permit set up or not.
We need to fix.
I thought we
so
did.
that subscribers can.
I thought we did already.
I'll try to fix that.
He went downstairs.
I need to go to Nightbot, don't I?
I want to say he's like one of the side paths or something. A seriously talented guy, you say? It can't be helped. Even if it's a seriously talented guy we need, I think I might have a solution. Who would that person be? Gale, I'm sorry to spring this on you, but can you deliver this data-ROM to ONBS in Pyrite Town? Datan, hand the data-ROM to Gale, please. Oh, right away.
There we go. Hey, Fuzzy, go ahead and try to post a link again.
ONBS
followers
is a
should
TV
be
network,
allowed
but they're
to
much
do
more
it
than
now.
that. The people that later founded ONBS were actually instrumental in breaking Cypher's conspiracy 5 years ago. Please deliver that data-ROM to Ned at ONBS. He's the right-hand man to Sec, ONBS's leader.
There we go.
I'm confident he will be able to get to the contents of that data-ROM. Aww.
Oh, this is good.
Russ, can we swap screens?
Yeah. Yeah, put it where you want it. Oh, hey, you're here again. Whoa,
Yeah,
new
yes.
building.
That is a new building.
That's going to be a circle of guys with new shadow Pokemon, though.
Perhaps.
I like this new aerial.
Marcia, wait for me! Marcia. Gasp. Marcia, wait for me!
Now people won't get in trouble for posting links if you follow. But
There goes Marcia, tearing off like a tornado as usual. There goes one busy girl.
Or if you subscribe.
Huh? What's up with you, kid? Why are you giving me the eye like that? Do you know who I am? I'm Gale. I'm the gatekeeper of Pyrite. That smoldering look says you're raring to challenge me. If it's a battle you want, I'm here. Alright then, I'll show you what being Gale, the gatekeeper of Pyrite, is all about.
Look, Ralts.
Kiko.
If Ralts is a shadow, you have to catch it.
So he's trying to catch everything.
I'm doing my best.
I mean, you have to use it. Because, obviously, we have him. The boy.
He's him.
Kiko.
Timothy. Damn, did I call that or what?
Butt beam. Diggity bop.
I got surprised the other day. The middle schoolers did not know what himbo was.
Good.
Now I think himbo is like a wholesome thing.
It's a combination of him and bimbo.
Yes.
I'm not sure that bimbo is a wholesome term.
No, but himbo kind of is.
Yes.
I have seen it used with affection a lot more than bimbo.
That's
Yes.
probably true.
Yes, but it's still based off of bimbo, and while there are a lot of problems with that term, you know, fucking bye.
Yeah, himbo, not Hitler. The kids knew. I work at a liberal private school. The kids know who Hitler is. We haven't been banned from teaching that yet. If that ever happens, I will find another job.
Tunnel spider.
Actually, they got to, use dig, so that's pretty cool.
It's cool that it gets it.
Yeah.
Ken Burns is still making documentaries?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Isn't he like old?
He's not young.
He like invented a lot of cinematography.
He did like a really intense one on like the Vietnam War, and then he did a much more lighthearted one on like country music.
He has like video effects that are named after him. He didn't just invent them, he is known for different kind of like zoom effects and stuff. Like he's wildly influential. If you had told me he had died several years ago, like of old age, I would have believed you.
Wow, these two idiots.
All right then, what do we have here? Well, if it isn't Trudley and Folly, what you think you're up to?
I remember Trudley.
What are we up to? You got it all wrong. We're just doing some shopping, that's all.
Now, don't you lie to me. What about the likes of you? You're up to no good, aren't you?
Cut us some slack, Officer Johnson, sir. We've had a change of heart. We've sworn off our criminal ways, yes, sir.
No, that doesn't wash with me. No, sir, it doesn't. I won't have you lot walking around the streets as if you own the place.
Pompous oaf. Folly, this man won't listen to reason. Let's get out of here. Running. No.
I'm Silva. I'm the operating manager of Pyrite Coliseum. Well, I'm manager and title only. I'm just filling in. Duking, the town's leader, discovered a place where wild Pokemon gather. Ever since then, he's been engrossed in searching for wild Pokemon. In the meantime, he left me in charge of the Coliseum. If you want a battle, you should go straight to the Coliseum registration desk and apply.
Sorry.
You're fine.
I'm trying to balance the light a little bit because your camera's a lot brighter.
I make Pokesnacks with a wild Pokemon can't resist. Duking asked me to make them. I never imagined I would be getting a part-time job at this age. Oh, but it's a bit too dark and chilly here for my old bones to take. Achoo!
Great. Old lady sneezed on me.
So that does bring up Aura's getting wild Pokemon back.
Yeah, but you knew that.
I knew that. for Doobit.
Doobit. Boing.
I have spent a lot of time in Pyrite Town grinding down Shadow Pokemon.
Hey, look at that. Our colors look like they're at the same level. You're a little bit more vivid, but this is a lot better.
There are different brands of cameras. So
They're not. The problem is I've got a better camera here. It's 4K. It's a 1080p camera, I think, is actually, and yours is 720.
I think so.
But a bigger camera needs more light to get the full picture. That's just how physics works.
Yeah.
And so if you've got two cameras of different resolutions, but both are being lit the same way by my room light, then they're going to be different. Values. So maybe I can bring up the.
Bonk. Normal. Sniffed your top.
Yeah. He does that.
So when Spoink sniffs the top, it's fine, but when I do it, I suddenly get banned from the public transit system.
There we go. There's the saturation too. Now unless you're looking at it, it looks the same. This is me doing all of the little things that I should have done off stream years ago.
Better late than never, right?
Yeah.
You're
Fine.
right. He does look good, Rusty.
Nice. Command to 11. Nope.
Blow yourself up.
Your head explode.
You did?
I did dig.
You did?
I did.
If you knew self-destruct, then T-Man 2 would be the X-Boomer.
But he's not.
Was that not a shadow Pokemon here?
Nope.
No.
Not all
I'm
of
not
them.
sure any of these NPCs just randomly going through Pyrite have shadow.
I don't remember anymore. It's been too long.
If memory serves.
It also, hey, worked up a good sweat.
I think most of the NPCs in this town will just, fight you every time you come in.
Yeah,
if you
right.
go up and talk to them.
They're like, fight me! I'm like, okay.
Jan made it great for grinding out Shadow.
I'm gonna actually.
But you also
try to-
don't need to anymore with the new purification machine.
No. It's generally still faster to do it manually, but the purification machine lets you do it just while you're advancing the plot.
You don't have to purify your love disc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I
In
said,
battle.
as you purify things, you'll get more Pokemon, which let you purify more things.
Yeah.
as they kind of hinted to earlier, you can also capture wild Pokemon later on. So that's another way to get non-shadowed Pokemon pretty easily.
Such a big, large man. Not quite, but actually, I'm gonna change up
The poison. The poison for Teddy Ursa. Tentacruel's poison.
the poison for Cruiser. I can't do this. I can't do it. Nathan can.
Poison.
Nathan can do it a little.
The poison for Cusco. Cusco's poison.
Well, I was hoping that would kill, but going to the spider.
Did you miss with Dig?
No, I just decided to not use it. I doubled into
Machop.
Machop. Machop. Don't do it.
Remember that time they put Koga late in the game in Gen 2? They were like, look at all these new poison types he has. He's going to be super... Oh, they're bad.
The poison, I would argue that the poison types he has are good. Muck's
They're
a
not bad.
Ariados.
Muck's hard thing to kill.
The thing they were trying to do with Koga is they were trying to make him a tricky kind of battler.
A trickster. A tricky trickster who tricks.
He starts off with like Fortress and sets up like hazards and
Yeah, but at that point in the game, if you don't have a ground Pokemon or a psychic Pokemon, it's pretty wild.
I said the
Koga
point is that
makes up
he's
for it fast.
annoying.
When he lacks in skill, yeah.
Gen 2 was the perfect opportunity to have that second string of gym leaders have type diversity to make their fights a little harder. But they didn't.
There's not none, but like Brock gets the fossils. Misty has like Lapras. They get like some consideration for that.
They get better stuff, but they're still. Brock's still rock, Misty's still water.
Yeah, they still keep to their
themes.
their elemental themes.
Yeah.
They do have some measures in place to like take on things that would otherwise be good against that type.
Begone. Swinub.
Shadow Bacon.
Shadow.
I think you're right. None of these guys have shadows.
Shadow Bacon. I'm gonna fuck this Bagon up.
Bamboso.
They looked at this team and said, the spider's the threat? Okay.
I am fairly confident that these Pokemon choose their moves in target range.
I know, but just like thinking about it is like, yeah, but a double attack the spider.
If I had to hazard a guess. Chaser Bidet. I mean, LeBay.
Okay.
Oh!
Well, in Gen 2, Koga wasn't the gym leader.
He wasn't a gym leader. He was in the Elite Four.
Yeah, he was in the Elite Four. His daughter was the gym leader.
It's true. And they kind of softly nod that she's a rookie by making her levels the lowest in Kanto.
Yeah.
But didn't we also get confirmed that in Black and White that gym leaders have a different team based on your level? Didn't
In Black and White
Sharon
2,
didn't Sharon be like, I got to use a team that's not my normal because you're such a rookie?
yeah, that's exactly what happened. In Black and White 2, Sharon's like, yeah, it was tough using a team that I'm not used to. And you can find like a lot of people will make like fan-made teams for gym leaders that like if you come into the gym with this X number of badges, this is their team, etc.
Well, and also the games have done a rematch system. A lot of them is like when you fight them the second time, they're all at a balanced level that's very high.
Yeah.
That's like their main team.
Ooh, good survival.
Oh, he survived
spider.
because he loved you.
Sure. Clampro's got just a shit ton of defense.
It's kind of bulky, yeah.
And no special defense, right? Kind of the same as...
I don't remember for sure, but that sounds about right.
Yeah, well. We're gonna hope that...
You're no low enough level that I think type matchup probably matters a little more.
Oof, it would have been nice if that killed.
Would have been, please don't hit the spider.
It's gonna.
God, died to Whirlpool. How many times do you hear that?
You to say you don't generally see Whirlpool outright KO very often.
Oh no, my Ian Grump at the front of the lucky message is disabled currently.
Bonk. Yeah, I'm doing the battle, what's it called, the battle square up here. Just, get a little bit of grinding in.
Getting experience is not a bad thing.
Yeah. And then I'll
But
go.
you were underleveled for that last
for the boss
story
fight. Yeah, I was. The thing about these games is, and I fought everybody too, especially there in the beginning where you're trying to get your team figured out and get them all purified.
They had a love disc.
Yeah. They had a love disc, which helped, but like when you're trying,
none of her Pokemon were particularly threatening.
yeah, like the Delcatty was the most threatening, and
Because of
Delcatty.
the Shadow Pokemon.
Yeah.
I would argue that the Roselia was perhaps the best thing on paper.
Yeah. It certainly was the most annoying thing. Yeah, Fuzzy, we kind of messed with some of our emotes, how they work, so it's going to be a little...
Well, what it is he rearranged them so that if you're a follower, you can use them.
Yeah, we want.
So there's probably going to be an adjustment period while Twitter gets its act together.
Yeah, we want most of them to be usable by people who follow. We don't want you to have to pay to use our good emotes.
Yep.
Because they're good emotes. But we had to rearrange them, and Twitch is taking a little bit to update.
Yeah, do some changing and rearranging.
Some of them work immediately, like the Ralts. Still there. And I definitely swapped that one as well. So.
Oh, I forgot it.
Good Roly boy.
He's a good little boy. I mean, I know that was a crit, but still, damn.
Monkey, monkey.
Monkey's gonna be dead.
Debo.
I'm using Aurora Beam because it's his strongest base power move. It's
It's probably pretty ahead of the curve at this point.
so.
Awoo.
Like a thief in the night. God, they want this spider dead.
You know it's the most dangerous thing on your team.
Okay, sure.
Look at how cool it looks. It's way better than this round idiot.
He's a round idiot. I love him. Ooh.
Aimed that at the wrong Pokemon.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. Though, Spinnerack. Depending on what this Aurora Beam does, Spinnerack is gonna die this turn.
Depends on. Uproar chooses a random target. So it could go into bonus again. Or
Doesn't
you
matter.
Get the KO.
Yeah. It'd be fun if it was Pokemon equivalent.
I'm pretty sure there is a Pokemon.
There is a
typing
game called Pokemon Typing Adventure.
Gender. Learn with Pokemon Typing Adventure.
If I recall correctly, it's like from the black and white era.
I was gonna say, is that black and white?
Yeah, I think it was the Wii had like a keyboard peripheral or something like that.
That's it has my favorite peripheral, the GameCube controller keyboard. Rusty, go look that up. It's very good.
It is just a GameCube controller with a giant keyboard in the middle.
Yeah.
This is stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I have perhaps thought about ordering one to roll up to our weekly with it.
Okay, that's in the chat. I'm gonna spam some other things because it's nasty and I don't want that
In the VOD.
in the VOD for hours.
Ryder Dirt!
Yo, I had
get it,
seen
dirt.
this. I had seen this before, and I assumed it was either a Photoshop or somebody had hacked one together themselves.
Nope.
Did not realize that it was a real product.
Nope. That motherfucker real.
Why?
I made a robot that screams.
Does it? Does it have mechanical switches or are they dome switches?
Asking for a friend.
I have no idea.
Is it compatible with PC?
Probably
I'm sure if you try hard enough.
Probably.
Diggity bop.
I like how we threw out the Mon there.
Oh, like he's drawing a pistol.
Yeah. Yeah, it's dirt.
My name's Dirt. Here's my plant. It goes in the dirt.
Please don't. Ha! He lived, bitch.
Why? Why though? Why did it live? I guess Natu is
It's Natu,
not great.
and that's flying, so it's coming off of his attack.
It's like it sneezes Aurora Beam.
A little bit. Dead. I put dirt.
Dead in the dirt.
In the dirt. Oh shit, he's like way higher. Okay. Oh,
Super potion.
it's not bad.
Why am I so sleeps?
This is the duel square. It's time to do Pokemon battle.
It's time to square.
Gonna fuck that bug's day up.
And the Shepherd's Day.
Yeah. Shepherd's death animation is fun.
It is very well animated.
She's got a gun. Fish.
Beep boop.
Sorry.
Doki.
Oh god, a fairy type.
You're fucked.
You're effed in the bee, man.
Oh god, no. One fish, two fish, red fish, dead fish. Why? Why peck? Why do you know that already? What are you pecking with?
See, in this game, there are a lot of Pokemon that get moves that I don't think they could normally get in Gen 3.
I like fish sticks, yeah.
What are you, some kind of gay fish?
Okay. I couldn't even keep straight face on that one. But we know it's hard for me to be straight.
Yeah.
The joke is I'm not! Rib shot. I just wanted to see a different animation.
Doki. You see, it was trying to run away. That's why Pursuit was a good option.
That baby was trying to run away and you murdered it.
Yeah, I did. I had my moon fox thing kill it.
Change your name from Gale to Baby Killer.
Damn, Rusty. Alright. I'm gonna go heal and then remember where plot is.
It's in the
It's in the building.
giant, shiny new building.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't. It's crazy. Craziness. Nathan,
But
I need something very important from you.
what's that?
Can you go get me some more water?
Yeah.
Actually, I was about to get up, so I'll go do it.
Yay! I'm just a very thirsty bitch right now. don't know how long we've been muted.
I don't know either, Ian.
I assume it was when Rusty moved on past. Mostly we were talking shit
Yeah,
on...
because Fuzzy Numbers have been interacting.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been playing Dark Cloud 1. This sound really reminds me of it.
Meg.
But mostly while we were muted, we were just shit-talking Canada for bagged milk.
Wait, we were muted?
I think you accidentally tapped it when you moved your giant honking glutes.
Oh, gotcha. I just unplugged the bitch.
Here. Giant honking glutes, yes. The Shroomish is my friend. Is it a cube? Yeah, sure. I mean, I've got...
Ooh, Dark Cloud is good.
Blame Canada, blame Canada.
Have you guys ever seen or played Dark Cloud?
No.
Nathan doesn't really like RPGs, but it's, I think, one of the big classics.
If you're paying attention from the last game, Second Net, who were the kids in the Under who ran that kind of like secret communication network, they founded a news broadcast.
Ah.
It's a big TV camera.
Razzle and Dazzle are the hot new idol duo from the Gateian port. They can sing, dance, and even perform magic stunts. Hi, my name's Razzle. I've been chosen to dance during the opening of a new program. I'm ecstatic, but I'm really nervous too. What should I do? I'm Dazzle. Aren't I just the cutest? That's how I always am. After all, we're going to be dancing in front of the show's title logo. They have to show us at our very best.
Keep juggling. You guys are doing
Also, the juggling pins that they're using, like, were changing colors.
I didn't notice that specifically, but that's kind of cool.
Or network. Did you hear me? Oh no, it's so embarrassing. That was the OES song that I composed. It's catchy and memorable, don't you think?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Oh.
Hi, welcome to OMBS. My name's Sek. You're supposed to be in charge here. I'm glad to meet you.
I'm supposed to be in charge here.
Started by kids 5 years ago during the Shadow incident, a tiny network has grown into this today. I operate this place with my partner, Ned. We're convinced that reporting the unvarnished truth will be good for the peace and justice. Anyways, did you want something from me?
No, no political commentary there.
Anyways, did you want something from me? This message. You're kidding. Cypher was using its desert lab again? Okay, understood. You should take that data ROM and show it to Net right away. Rusty, you look different. Has something changed?
What?
Did you get a haircut?
I couldn't hear you. Speak into my ear, please.
I'm sure that he can decipher whatever information is stored on that data ROM.
God, they are so noisy.
Yeah, that is not quiet.
I forgot about it. It's been sitting behind us for months.
I guess I can't go in here.
Nope. It's a secret room.
Secret room, secret room, secret room.
Hoping to get to their new Pokemon battle program.
Oh, right. Forgot about this part.
Escort mission.
We bring you a special news bulletin. Professor Crane, the abducted head of the Pokemon HQ lab, has been safely rescued. Professor Crane was held captive in the Cypher Desert research facility, was widely believed to have been abandoned. Reports say Professor Crane was rescued by a lone teen. The incident is evidence that Cypher has returned after apparently being crushed 5 years ago. The authorities fear that Cypher's return could result in more serious incidents. Citizens should be urged to be vigilant and cautious.
The anchor's name is Anka.
That's stupid. I'm sorry. That's stupid.
I can't talk to her.
You can't talk to Anka?
Can't talk to the little girl.
Oh.
Can't get that yet.
But I want it.
Oh, this isn't going well.
Mommy! Well,
Shit.
Just doing my job.
Can you go back into the other? Ooh. Bear, 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 bear.
Well, the thing is, giving it an item will mean that you don't get pickup items.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll hold off for now.
You're about to get a shadow Pokemon that evolves with friendship.
Hey, we can't have you wandering around here. It's not safe. Come on, go, get.
My God. Let me have this. I am there. There.
Is the other room here? She's done. Nope. Heck. Hey, does this style remind you of the in-game battle tower from Coliseum? The indoor, like, marble and reflective floors and elevator style?
A little bit, yeah.
It looks
kind of very sleek.
Maybe it was thematically designed that way because this is a villain's secret base.
Ooh. I've been told by Ned not to allow anybody through. He's working right now. Oh, you came from the Pokemon HQ lab? Still, I can't let you get through. I'll get in trouble if I do. Detro, do we have a visitor? Oh, Ned, there's this person here who says he's calling from the Pokemon HQ lab. Oh, yes, I was expecting him. Please, show him through. Oh, sure thing. I'll let him through. Now, please. Ned's waiting for you inside.
You know what that voice sounded like?
What?
The guy that off of Gravity Falls, Zeus. You were kind of
Doing a little bit of a Seuss.
yeah, doing a little bit of a Zeus voice.
Oh, dudes.
Oh, dudes. Oh.
Hello, Ive.
Been expecting you. You're Gale, right? I'm Ned. And this is Bit. Is my friend and invaluable partner.
Pleased to meet you.
We have heard from Professor Crane. Sounds like you were pulled off during a daring rescue. Yes, Bit. Now, now's not the time to waste chatting. Let's see the date Professor Crane called about. I've deciphered something similar to this before. It brings back memories. Okay, I think I've got some time for me to check the contents of this data room. Can you wait while I do that? How's this for an idea? Our news team should be out visiting Duking at one of his Pokespots to file a story about wild Pokemon. But since he's got free time, why don't we have him visit Duking as well? Oh, that's a good suggestion, Bit. Are you interested in wild Pokemon? It wouldn't hurt to go look, you know. Oh, yes, may I have your P***** number? I'll contact you as soon as I find anything out. Thank you. I'll decipher this as quickly as possible.
Didn't this game at the beginning tell you how to pronounce?
It said Pokemon Digital Assistant. I can refer to it that. That'll make it easier on you. By the way, Bit, what is this news team? I think they said the Rockbuck spot. I think this is the Pokespot was the destination. Okay, Gale, go out to the Pokespot and wait for me to call. Who knows, you may see some wild Pokemon.
I like the idea that this kid was like a normal kid, but as he grew up, he decided to adopt an absolutely abhorrent accent.
Yeah.
And just everyone's like,
Well, he owns the news station, so like we
can't tell him no.
yeah, no, he's my boss.
He's providing a living for like half of the employees in the city.
Yeah.
Capitalism, man.
I can't. What, are you gonna say no to the richest guy around?
And the kid who saved our town from evil.
Yeah. Hey, look, evil.
Hey, don't you think it's too tough for us to pull anything in this town? Our faces are too well known. Yeah, I hear yous. If we don't hurry, the boss will get impatient. Come looking for us himself. Okay, on that score, I went and snuck a transmitter on the boss. We could tell where he is by checking this radar, so we can always be ready for him when he blows his top. To hand it to you, Folly. Way to go. Well, looks like we got an email. Guys, hit the boss? You might say, you two come back right now, it says. Oh, gosh darn it all. Sounds like he's fuming. We might dock us dinner again. We'd better scoot back. So much for this radar. It's not much use if the boss is going to pay just by email. Oh man, why do our lives have to be this tragic? Hey, don't get close to that box. I'm walking here.
My name's Rocket. I'm warming right up. Can you please clear the way?
Oh, he was supposed to. That's really funny.
You game. I almost got soft luck there, boys.
You think Rocket was like, hey, I'm Rocket here.
For no reason.
Oh, hey, you can save in the field.
Yeah, I'm just gonna...
Good.
I'm gonna do that for no reason at all.
That's really funny. I was kidding. Game wasn't.
Or stolen. Guess still a dick.
Oh, Duke King's kids are going to be like adults now.
The reporter is one of them.
Man, I can't wait for the sand true.
Hello, people! No, hello, people. It's time for Pofty's Fast Break Report. We bring you news while it's breaking. Today, we're visiting Duking, the discoverer of Pokespots, where wild Pokemon appear. Oh. Duking is said to be the driving force behind the booming popularity of wild Pokemon in Pyrite. Duking, so is this the Pokespot that you discovered?
Hello, Duking here. Yes, that's absolutely right. For 15 long and torturous years I toiled, snatching sleep only grudgingly to find this Pokespot.
15 years? Is that true?
Yeah, one shouldn't let details get in the way of the story, isn't that right, Betty?
It's Pofty!
Alright, let me explain how this goes with about attracting wild Pokemon to a Pokespot. Well, seeing as you're here, wouldn't it be better if I got somebody to demonstrate? Oh, you there. Yes, you kid. You'll be perfect. Come on over here, mate. Alright, my friend, let me show you how to attract wild Pokemon to a Pokespot. First and above all else, you need these Duking brand Poke Snacks. Here, I'll give you some.
Duking brand.
Alright, my friend, lay those Poke Snacks on the plate there. Go on now. Very good, mate. That's how you do it. You lay it out at the Pokesnacks and leave the area. Eventually, wild Pokemon will come around. Just you wait. The more Pokesnacks you lay out, the longer a Pokemon will stay to eat, making it that much easier to catch. This is also important. I've my specially made spot monitor. This, I'm sure you'll agree, is something truly awesome. My goodness, you've developed this device yourself.
Could I do Duking?
Yeah.
Yeah, one shouldn't let details get in the way of the story, isn't that right, Betty?
It's Pofty. By the way, Duking, could you tell us what your spot monitor is?
I'm glad you asked me that. My spot monitor is a dandy. It lets you know what's happening at any Pokespot wherever they are. Here, my friend, as my thanks for helping me out patiently, I'll make a gift of this too. He should be Australian, because he keeps saying mate.
Yeah.
Slot into your P-Star DA. It's all you need to make it work. Simple.
Watch this cool animation.
Somebody worked really hard on that.
Yeah.
Alright now, you're set. When a wild Pokemon appears at any Pokespot, your spot monitor will respond and alert you. I found 3 Pokespots in all. There's one to the west of this one here. Well, that's right, around there. Use these Pokespots and catch yourself some wild Pokemon. Give it a try. That's not a Poke Snack. This is a Poke Snack. Laying out the Poke Snacks, get away from the Pokespot and wait for a wild Pokemon to come along. While you're waiting, it wouldn't hurt to check other Pokespots. A wild Pokemon may appear sometimes. When one does show up, your spot monitor will alert you. Then all you gotta do is head back to the right Pokespot. Alright, you can also check how many Pokesnacks are left on the spot monitor. Learn to use it, my friend.
If I recall correctly, you can go back to Duking's house in Pyrite and buy more Pokesnacks.
That's what I was seeing. I was seeing if I could just ask him there. Jeez. Duking's house is here. think... yeah, I have to talk to the lady back here.
Timing, Pokesnap. I never imagined I would be getting... But it's a bit too...
We've already talked to her, so...
I forget how to buy more.
Hey,
It's one of the marks.
Rusty? Wanna look up how I can get some Pokesnacks?
You can buy them from any Pokemart after resolving the ONBS crisis.
Okay.
Spoilers for the ONBS crisis.
I don't think he actually, like, contacted me. Did though.
Go back to the Rockman.
He said 3, and I guess I've only been to 2, so maybe I have to go back.
You may have to go like talk to the plate there at the second Pokespot.
Yeah, I will. I do kind of wish I could speed up my movement here, but it's okay.
I have a game design theory. I think if that was just your regular sprinting speed and you had a slower walk speed without holding that button, you would feel totally fine. Oh, it's you. You're that lad that helped us out on that news show. Thanks much, mate. I'm surprised you came out to a place like this. Must mean you're seriously interested in wild Pokemon. It's marvelous. So you are an upstanding lad, lover of wild Pokemon. I have some information that you'll find to be special. But, my friend, I also have a favor to ask. That's a fair deal, right? Yeah, thank you kindly. See, there are several Pokemon that hardly ever show up at Pokespots. Trapinch, Surskit, and Wooper. I'm having a rotten time of it, trying to catch those 3. If you were to catch them, I'd gladly trade you some of my Pokemon, mate. I'm counting on you, mate. I've got to be on my way now. Oops, mustn't forget. Promised to give you some special information, didn't I? If you go way off to the northeast, there's a Pokespot that's hard to find since it's inside a cave. It's my favorite Pokespot. I guess I should be going on my way. Real pleasure chatting with you again, mate. Heading back to Pyrite. Come back whenever you'd like. Let's meet again, mate. The map is a lot denser this time around. The map is a lot denser this time around. What do you figure the boss is going to do now? I'm tired of this life, man. I need to put some roots down somewhere. Don't whine too much. You know what the boss always says. Look at Team Mirror B together one day and we'll own all the Pokemon in the world. Sure, you really think you can pull off something like that?
Rusty,
What?
are you ready for the best experience in gaming you've ever experienced?
I don't know, man. Whoa! Hey, my posse! Have you rounded up Pokemon like I wanted? Stop the music. Sniff. Oh, I sense the pleasing scent of Pokemon. Oh, yes, I do. Maybe just a little hood. Maybe you're also one fine trainer with the goods. How about you get with it and join my posse? Be one of us, and you'll soon be owning all the Pokemon around the world. Whoa, I thought you'd say that. You always had this smell to me, you see, that you would be our enemy. How I deal with the threat is to nip it while it's in the bud yet. I'll be showing you my power now. Try not to be blown away by my sense of wow. Let the music play. Did his Ludicolo's get downshifted?
Do you know how big of a pain in the ass it would be to fight Ludicolo at this early in the game?
I do.
This is the best music in video gaming.
Well, don't kill them too quickly. Then we'll not get to hear any more of this banging soundtrack.
Oh, you're gonna hear plenty of this banging soundtrack.
This banging soundtrack, you will hear it.
Actually, I don't know how much we're gonna hear.
Hopefully not a lot. So, spoiler, how Mirror B in this game works. If you don't catch Shadow
If
Pokemon,
you defeat a Shadow Pokemon instead of catching it,
it'll say it runs away.
there's going to be a little text at the end of the battle saying it ran away.
And then he just has them.
Yes, and he shows up at the Pokespots, and you eventually get a hold of the Mirror Radar that they keep talking about. So you'll get a little ding like, "Hey, Mirror B's showing up at a Pokespot."
Hey, speaking of,
Torb.
Orb.
So I heard this music for the first time. I was like,
You've been young.
I would have been like less than 12.
You're probably younger than a teenager.
Yeah. And from the first time I've heard this song, I'm like, oh, this is the best song in video gaming.
This is what music is. It's crazy that we keep on getting new music after this song was written.
Yeah.
Why would anybody else write anything?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Don't kill.
For me, I don't know why anybody kept writing music after Linkin Park's Meteora.
I always find it kind of offensive when you capture a Voltorb in a
And-
ball.
And anything but a Pokeball, yeah.
Almost had it. Is Mirror B's hair a Pokeball?
It's certainly supposed to be designed like one.
I was not asking if it was literally a Pokeball.
Yeah.
But yes, I think it's supposed to be at least evocative of one.
Is this better?
You can catch it whatever you want. And who knows, maybe it'll be shiny.
It would be sad if it was shiny and it skipped the Great Ball and was in the Pokeball. That would be unfortunate. You messed up my rhythm! I just can't. No, I just can't do it. Mmm. Yummy noise. Ian, press the button. Voltorb was sent to the PC storage system. Yeah! Oh, you! You made me so angry I'm seeing red. Don't you dare think this is over. Just you wait and see. One of these days with my elegant steps, I'll knock you sideways. Let's go. Escape. There's an item.
Hey, look. Got the mirror radar.
To Trudley. This is how the radar works. When you are finished reading, get rid of this. This radar shows you where Mirror B, that's the boss, happens to be. I'm sorry. Did not mean to burp there. It was my
God
bad.
damn it.
Oh shit. Do you want to read all of those again, Ian?
Hey, you got an email.
Female.
Gale, I haven't completed analysis on the ROM, but I did make a stunning discovery about Cypher's plan. Please come right away. We need to discuss this in person.
Hold on. Why is that one blue?
It's at an oasis.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Is it obvious when they have something at them?
You'll get a message on your
Yeah.
P-Star DA.
Gotcha. Your P-Star DA.
Yeah, nobody's at this one yet.
I scoot. On my scooter.
I also boot
On your booter.
and boogie.
Boot scooting boogie.
Boot scootin' boogie. That is the song.
Is it though?
The boot scootin' boogie. There have been lots of people that have danced to that song.
They've also gotten down, turned around, and gone to town.
I forget that you actually know country.
There's only a couple of country songs that I know the lyrics to. Like, you know I like a good cold beer and mustard on my fries. And she thinks my tractor's sexy. It really turns her on. And rain makes corn.
Corn
makes whiskey. Whiskey makes my baby feel a little frisky.
Yes.
There's the big tough bodyguard, isn't there?
Yeah. He's there.
Groan, there's bad trouble. Bunch of shady characters snuck in and took Meg, the receptionist, hostage. Groan, cough, cough.
Don't worry, buddy. I'll get her.
My dog came home, my wife stayed true, and I'm sober.
Whoops, you're not going this way.
Well, my dog came home, my wife stayed true, and I'm sober.
Rhett is attacking Net.
Oh God, where's Link?
It was a Rhett and Link joke.
That was.
He's smashing brothers.
He's pumped. But is Signal Beam one of the physical moves that doesn't make contact?
It does not make contact. But, again,
I know.
physical special is based on type in this game. In subsequent games, it becomes special.
I know, but I'm saying it won't proc Rust yet.
No, it will not. It does not make contact.
Boom. Ding. They both grow. Beaten by a punk like you. Groan. Why are you? I know why, but
You also have an item with Ridiculo.
I did notice that. That's not what I wanted to do. Doesn't matter. Goodbye, Rusty.
I don't see this ending well.
It'll be fine. My back's just feeling kind of weird and I'm trying to stretch it.
I was gonna say, I figured it was something akin to that. I'm gonna go ahead and give that to you for now.
What item did he have? I missed it while I was going away.
Super potion or something?
Yeah. No, hold on. Missed that.
Oh, this is when you'll be able to get the things. Remember?
Yeah, yes. I will be able to get them now. Talking!
That's a Star Wars name if I ever heard one.
That's very close.
Yeah. Admiral Tarkin's younger brother, Torkin, he not cut out for the Empire.
And their little sister Twerkin.
Definitely not cut out for the Empire.
People got really mad at her for some reason.
was a She-Hulk joke.
It did 3 damage.
Did 2 damage.
That's 5 damage total, Ian. How are you going to come back from this?
I don't know, man. Probably with an OKO. I don't have that Pokemon. Oh, shit. Forgot about that. Forgot about that one. Before we get him. We're not gonna do that yet. We're not gonna paralyze him yet. Does he get guts?
He can't.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not gonna paralyze him yet. I don't know why, but I thought Flaffy would outspeed there. Maybe not my best turn ever. Now we'll be on track.
Nathan, do you remember that time you said, "I'm Prince Eric, bitches"?
I know at least part of the context for it.
Yeah, wasn't that what I named my,
Manaphy.
yeah, the Manaphy from, BDSP?
And that was when probably one of the times that your tail growth swept something.
No, probably. Knowing me.
And unfortunately I do.
You gonna swap that Noctipeda in for something?
Probably not.
Catch it first.
Probably not. We've used it before. I don't think it's guts.
I don't know.
Just I feel like that would have killed if it were guts.
Yeah.
But
Thick Fat is not a bad ability.
I do kind of want to end this battle.
Giving resistance to some of the most common types is not a bad ability.
It's not.
Why did the elevator have to stop on this floor?
Sweltering Desert is the best place to find a Star War.
That's a Tatooine reference at least.
Or Jakku.
We were probably talking about how Jakku is basically Tatooine.
Jackoween.
I'm just gonna go heal real quick.
No. Okay.
Remember that time Ray's parents were like, I'm just going to leave our daughter here on this desert planet. Jakku with that?
Yeah, they went and died. Yeah, that looks good. I saw my bear with an item, and I'm like, oh wait, and then I never remembered.
Meg, they came and took Meg. Meg is Ned's younger sister. You know, she's a receptionist. You've seen her, right? The intruders grabbed her and hustled upstairs with them in the elevator.
Cool. Let me get back in here, make sure there aren't any items that I missed.
All right, all of you, listen up. Everyone has to... If anyone tries to get out, there will be serious consequences. Get it?
I should have just come up and just choked him out.
Oh, you're acting mighty suspicious. Just throw your bear at the back of his head.
Pokemon Arceus this bitch. Hey, do me a favor and don't have Lightning Rod.
Have static instead.
Hey, Rusty, your dog does that, but at bones. Motherfucker!
Hey, how's it, Bones?
It's fine.
Still took it out.
Yeah.
Ian's talking about my named dog in Monster Hunter,
Oh yeah.
whose name is Howls at Bones.
That was a reference to our Monster Hunter streams, which you can go see on Fridays.
Yeah.
Or
And
go-
this week, probably Thursday, because there's DLC. We'll probably do Thursday and Friday. DLC.
because there's Dulce.
Because I'm DLC.
I'm Dulce.
Might.
Yeah, it's Dulk.
Dul-
Dulk.
dul-
Yeah, Dulce is better. You're right.
Doctor, help my monkey. Please!
That could be in reference to lots of things.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of monkeys on stream.
Mostly in Pokemon, but
We do play a lot of Pokemon here.
and
It's our bread and butter. It's our toast and jam.
it's our beans and toast. Oh, sorry, I was UK there for a second.
Our tea and crumpets.
It's our toast and Vaseline.
Gross.
It's our vinegar and honey.
More like blood and honey.
I can't wait. It's gonna be so bad.
It looks real bad.
It'd be very funny if there was another Cypher guy. All you need to do is answer our questions.
Hold it, punk. You shouldn't be snooping around.
Elox. When Elon Musk,
What is his unordered name?
when Elon Musk evolves, he becomes Elox. Also, Elo.
Hello. Hey.
Leo.
Probably Leo.
It's Leo, yeah.
I was gonna say something. I don't remember what I was gonna say now. God damn, that tentacle didn't die.
They got a lot of special beef.
And
Special beef is when you crunch up a bunch of bran flakes and use them as a crust on
Like
your...
dehydrated strawberries.
Yeah.
My favorite thing that about Special K is somebody Twitter trying to remember its name and go, "Hey, what's that MILF cereal?"
they're not wrong.
I thought that Special K didn't usually come with berries.
I think it's like Captain Crunch and the Crunch Berries. You don't always get it. You have to get the special one with
Right.
the strawberries.
See, I was thinking something that might have actually worked was to just use the bran flakes as a panko substitute. Not the strawberries also. It's that MILF cereal.
I've seen that video before. It's very good.
Save search is off. When I searched for what's that MILF cereal, it's like, by the way,
Hey,
You might see some shit here, my guy.
you should know. Hey, old buddy, old pal. Should be aware. It has taken him forever to level up.
You level up.
He might be on a slow curve, though.
I'm sorry, Google, that I Googled MILF cereal.
He's not actually sorry, Google. Don't let him get away with his shit. And I expected a drop down.
Yeah, he's on the way back.
Oh,
Hey, come help me fight.
we drove those freaky thugs out with some unfriendly persuasion. Can you imagine the nerve of them coming after defenseless women like me? It's not like I'm an enormous buff monster of a person.
I love that.
Anka, you're a doll. I see your pretty face on TV all the time. But you know, you're a lot prettier in person than on TV.
This is going to a bad place.
Well, what? Who are you?
We intervened at the right time here.
I'm getting Anka's autograph. You stay out of this.
Autograph.
Rixor.
Quillfish. We've seen 2 quillfish. That's 2 too many.
Oh, hey, you could totally catch a quillfish and then move it to Arceus and evolve it.
You cannot.
Oh, you're right. It's a variant. I'm wrong. That's dumb. Should have
Little
been.
You went after the wrong Pokemon.
He did. Hoping that would kill. Bye.
I would say you're probably a little bit.
It's not like I've been avoiding fights.
No.
That's just how this game be.
The only other thing I can think of that you might have done before this is the Pirate Coliseum.
Yeah, maybe. But that's like 4 fights. You know, I could go grind on the square guys, I guess, but...
I was underleveled for most of Coliseum, but the Pokemon opponents have tend to be bad.
It's kind of the... Surprise,
Up
motherfucker!
until suddenly the last 10 or so trainers are like, we are final bosses.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think... that hurt a lot. I think the curve is a little better in this game. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Hurt yourself. Ah, sick. Okay. Please don't. Ah, damn it. Surprise, motherfucker. All rise, motherfucker. Small fries. Rude eyes. Well, fuck this. That coffee, please. Thank you.
Almost.
That's a bit. Thanks. Bye. Yes. Too bad you're about to die to the Chimchow. Or not the Chinchou. Chinchou.
The water type is Chinchou.
Yeah. Yeah, Chinchou. Ha! You fool! Yeah, would have liked that to do a little more, but that should be within range. Come on, Baltoy, don't suck. I did ask a Baltoy to not suck. Can't believe.
It was at this moment that he fucked up.
Thank you. Can't wait for X Boomer to get the final hit here. So anyway, X started blasting.
Psybeam.
No, that was Signal Beam.
It's true. Rixor.
What's Rixor's?
Euro.
RAXOR. RIOR.
Euro. IRRO.
I don't know, man.
I'm gonna say Euro.
Sure. Listen, I know it's annoying. I'm gonna see if I can get, because there's a.
You say there's a healing machine right on that
I knew I would get a fight here.
floor above you.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to get to that one.
Me? Sin?
It's more likely
More
than
like
you
you
think.
think. The brain cell.
Hey, I have one of those. Not that one, the other one. It's kind of dead right now.
I think your spinner rack is still alive.
Yeah. I said kind of. Kill him!
The head bear is gonna just bonk when it levels up, or when it does.
When it gets to the next, just when it hits the threshold too, it'll be very good.
So it's not at maximum boost yet?
Oh no, it's only at 3 hearts.
Yeah.
It'll get up to 5.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's why I decided to go ahead and put the
Soothe bell.
soothe bell on. Rex day up.
Oh, that's cool.
Bye, Spitterack.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and pull up Cobrastryke.
We're not there yet, but
Just gotta catch it.
I'm not gonna kill this thing this turn.
What time is it? 3?
Yeah, about 3-8.
I'm too sleepy for this shit. Not that this is shit or that I'm sleepy. Is really what I'm trying to say.
You want to give me some water?
Yeah. I still.
That would be wonderful. You're the best. I love you. It's a nice bit of exp. Surely one doesn't kill. Surely one. You jest?
I don't know. There's always things like accounting for crits.
It's fine. It's fine. Just gonna.
You can't buy Great Balls yet.
I know, but. And also, I don't know that. I haven't been back to it's Mark in a while. I have a sneaking suspicion that I may be able to now.
You're a little kid. You should lighten up.
Fuck you. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get to the heal machine.
They could pull the elevator track, or somebody could jump down right before you get to it.
That's what I'm worried about. Okay, cool. But I am still actually gonna go leave now. I have never actually used a Ninetales.
They're very specially bulky.
Man, listen, I know. Can you get out the floor? Listen, I'm not asking for help. Just get off the floor and go sit. There's the chair right there.
I have a funny feeling that guy doesn't fit in many office chairs. The other thing is, if you're taking Spinnerack out of your party, you might want to be able to put him in the...
I was thinking about that as well. No, go. Because even though...
That's probably where I would put him.
Yeah, because flying to bug.
Bug to dark.
Yeah, bug to dark. That works a lot better. So, that's Shroom is just getting there. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I am moved.
I'm sorry.
I have moved
In
Vulpix
fact, I'm going to leave that there and I'm going to go fill my
in for Shroomish. I'm gonna leave mine out for a second anyway, just because it gets a little sweaty.
In for Spinnerack?
Yeah, in for Spinnerack, and then I'm moving Spinnerack here, where since flying is super effective on bug, we get another
Another link.
another link.
It doesn't look like it's blue over there.
It is, or it wants to be white.
Oh.
The blue is the not very effective, or the not boosted. You want it to be
Gotcha.
white. So that at least
I love the quote function.
it's very good.
Oh, well, that was just a repeat.
Sometimes they repeat. Okay.
And we only have 50 some odd quotes or so.
You'll never see her again. It's not because she doesn't love you. It's because she's nothing.
You're going to have to change Pokemon too.
Already.
It's done.
No, it's not.
I thought I did it.
I thought you did it too. Shadow Wave. There it goes.
Now it is.
Now it is. Shadow Wave and Shadow Hold so far.
Is Feel really as tall as a Flaffy?
Probably not.
I don't think it is.
Be fucking wild if it was.
But it might be. I don't know.
You should go.
Yeah.
You're at the outside.
Yeah. Yeah.
Catch that Pokemon.
That'll also help me lower my. God damn
I'm going to
it.
do that every time.
Every time. That also. Yeah.
Well, you might get a new Pokemon.
Oh, I'll catch a Pokemon.
You might run into Mirror B.
No, it's.
He's got his own little icon.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's his hair.
You will encounter a Pokemon. Catch is something different.
I didn't check, but I only have one area that's got.
It's a wild Trapinch. And that's one of the rare ones you can trade to Duke.
I know. So I'm going to try my best to actually. God damn.
It was a crit.
I know. But still.
Lick is the only way you have of paralyzing this fella, isn't it?
And just it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, so it's good for nudging him down.
Right.
Yeah.
But you can nudge him down with anything. You can't paralyze him with anything.
Yeah.
True.
Well, he has lots of nudging options.
Yeah.
He also has lots of insta-kill options.
And that's part of the reason I haven't hit the return button. I could probably get away with the Metal Claw button, but
We'll take a risk. Why?
yeah.
Gamble on a crit.
Yeah. We're gonna slow play this, and that's fine.
Yeah,
nothing
you
wrong
want
with
the trampage.
I'm gonna throw a ball here, see how we're doing.
What do you think he's what do you think he's gonna treat you?
I cannot for the life of me remember.
The kids hate that I dab all the time, so of course I'm doing it
Even
all
more.
the time.
I forgot whose turn it was, so Nathan.
Let's go with capital B.
You
T.
B I kind of
R.
like E, but B. I am not trying to lead you anywhere, by the way.
K.
B-U-T-B-R E
A.
D.
Done.
But bread.
Is Bud Fred okay? No, but
No, it's not. Luckily, we're gonna trade him away
Maybe.
now. Right? You can trade him now, right?
You can trade it.
yeah. Oh shit! I still have. Is he gonna 8 or 9? 8. Okay, that makes sense.
The more snacks you have, the longer they'll stay there, giving you more time to go and get the thing.
You can buy more snacks now at. Oh no, you're still resolving.
I am
yeah.
still resolving. I am gonna go talk to
The map is different.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before it was kind of like a grid, and now they've just got the
Points.
3D modeled shapes.
I probably need him in my party.
Were you trying to like lead us together towards like Butt Boy or something?
I originally typed B because I typically named them Bitey Boy. But
I was kind of going for like Bumbo or something, and then I don't remember exactly what order it was.
Nathan did B. You did U. Ooh, hold on. Can I? Hold on. We gotta.
he's gonna get the magnet.
Yeah, got a thing to do first. Stop that. Just thank you.
The ability to retrieve items from the PC, whatever
Yeah.
generation that was.
Good change.
Good soup.
It is good soup.
And now you swap
I saw that and I'm
that
like,
same.
yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that and I'm like, hold on. Just gonna.
Double check to make sure nothing else has them.
I don't think anything else did. Not charcoal, but.
You do have a Vulpix.
Do you have a Vulpix? And I do
I have an Umbreon.
have an Umbreon. I don't know why sometimes it goes 2 and sometimes it goes 1. Because I'm using the D-pad for a lot of those to try to make it a little more input friendly, but it just isn't doing exactly what I want. Okay. while I'm doing this is a little. Take the time now, so that I don't have to specifically do it later.
Also, the message. X Pokemon was holding an item. Would you like to retrieve it?
It's nice.
It's also a good. Bye, butt bread.
You certainly did name it that.
We named it that.
You two. I know he doesn't have one yet, but I'm just gonna do that so
I saw you get a leaf stone earlier. Do you have a firestone?
No, not yet.
That's a big oof.
I'm sure he'll get one eventually.
There is a kind of monster in Magic the Gathering that I've always wondered if it had okay. And oof is an elf or a goblin. But it's pronounced oof. O-U-P-H-E. Oof.
Where? I don't think I can do it yet.
He may show up.
I think I have to resolve the.
Yeah.
Can you look up Duking for me? Just. Yeah. I'll probably just have to resolve.
You also just have him look up the Pokemon to see if it's even worth it. Save yourself a little bit of time that way.
Yeah. Trapinch for
Looks like Meditite.
Meditite. Probably not, but god damn it. Is that Wooper for Larvitar?
Yeah.
Meditite for Trapinch, Shuckle for Surskit, and Larvitar for Wooper. It's a bummer that you want both Wooper and Larvitar, huh?
They're both
I still
repeat
have
types.
Duking's Tyranitar. I believe it's on my sword file right now.
If you're whooping, then you're probably whooping.
Yep.
You think the Insane Clown Posse likes Wooper?
Probably.
Whoop whoop.
And if I recall correctly, that Larvitar has Dragon Dance.
And it's like, Dragon Dance Outrage.
Yeah. And I think in that time, that may have been the only way to get it, and maybe those are bred exclusive moves.
The Meditite has Pure Power Dynamic Punch.
Oh, all Meditites will have pure power in this gen.
Okay. Shuckle has Toxic, Sludge Bomb, and Substitute, so it's doing Shuckle things. And the Larvitar, has Guts, Dragon Dance, and Outrage.
I think I've gotten everything on this.
That's a good Larvitar.
So I still have that
We still got it.
I used it to beat a lot of the battle facilities throughout the generations.
Yeah. It's got a bunch of
Sense.
It's got a bunch of ribbons
It has a
itself.
bunch of rules.
Guts is a really good way to get around teams that are trying to be tricky because like with statuses and stuff.
It's tricky. Alright, team. Alright, team.
Meditite is kind of interesting.
You'll do. Yeah. I'm gonna kick your ass now.
Oh, dilly.
The other thing is, you never know when you're going to catch it.
That's true. If I get a second one, especially. Oh, I might have wanted to throw him on. I'll do that next time I get to a PC. Because if nothing else, even if that one's full, I could start another set.
Good.
But you have to have at least one clean Pokemon in there, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Like, you can load the Shadow Pokemon in there, but they won't start purifying until they have...
Oh, Ember's got a cool animation here.
Yes.
God, that bear is a menace.
Yeah. Like I said, the more you walk with it, the stronger it's going to get.
He's a bit of a menace to society, and I love him for it. Oh, buddy, you put the wrong Pokemon to sleep.
He's identified the threat. Wow.
It was a crit.
Oh. It's like... Glove Disc is bad.
It's a crit, and he's at least one level over.
I missed the crit.
Well, and the other thing to keep in mind is that Love Disc, while not good, is fully evolved, and Vulpix isn't.
You know how sometimes when two words are on the screen, you kind of read them as one if you just glance at it?
Yeah.
Gulpin and Sludge together, it was big full caps Gulpin, big full caps Sludge. And I looked over, I was like, Splooge?
Thank you.
I'm not sure how loud that would have come through, but yeah.
It was pretty quiet.
You don't play it again. Rusty's really proud of his nut button. God damn it. That's not even the boosted crit move. Just one shot it. That would be really funny. I didn't think it would, but...
Getting great a lot here.
All of the times I've come to bitch to you in all of my
Not
life.
unjustified. I will say that also, Blossom is kind of above the level curve for this point in the game.
Yeah, it's a third stage.
It's
3.
very powerful.
It is the same BST as Vileplume.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to use tackle there.
Blossom is very good.
I meant to use bite.
And very cute.
It is very cute.
A crit again.
Just would have been my luck.
That would have been incredible. Incroyable.
Incredible.
If it had critted again, I would have been very... I would have been like,
Hand me the controller.
No, because if it would have critted then, that would have been like... The fact that we got 2 crits, it was already like a 1% chance.
Mm-hmm.
I would have been very suspicious if like there was a bug in the game. If it got 3 crits in a row. But no, it's just my bad luck. You
Yeah, make
guys,
sure they give you something.
yeah, I'll talk to him.
The other thing is, do you want to run back and put the trap bench in the purified chamber?
It's a
Yeah.
long ways away.
Oh, that's just a healing zone. It's not a... I was like, you can do it at any PC. But it's not a PC. Hey now! Your dream, it's over. Can't have you getting hurt here, so beat it. I wonder who's going to be the... Oh, it's the guy. Hey, what do you want, kid? Stay out of the way if you don't want to get hurt.
That's what I just said.
Ed loose.
Do you think there's also an Edlos and Edilos?
No, but if they opened up a Mexican restaurant, they'd call it Los Ed.
Ed. Ow, the Ed. That one especially got Ian.
It was really stupid. And I liked it anyway. Like, how there are two Ians. Yeah, I'm in both cameras.
Yeah, I'm... The, cable from second camera is short.
Two Ians, bitch. Double Ian, all
It's
the...
like 2 chains.
Also, look at that forced perspective on my hand.
Yeah. Two
Yeah,
chains.
it's just not...
Fall
The problem
bracelets.
is I can't put it on this monitor properly. Because it's... too short.
Two chains. Ball bracelets.
It's getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them. That was my... I surprised myself how good an impression I did of... what's his face?
Newt Gunray.
Newt Gunray. Now there are 2 of them. Also, Nose showing up just in time for the quote about him. It's like if you said the best way to make grilled cheese is with butter, and Adam went, actually, it's called butter.
Please heal me.
I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed.
Nope.
Could have been making up for the bullshit crits from the last battle.
But they didn't.
No. I know when I've been summoned.
Also, shout outs to Nose. You should watch him stream Kingdom Hearts.
Yes.
God, such a good.
He's doing maybe the stupidest way of playing through Kingdom Hearts, which is only on proud mode of every game.
Yeah.
But that's also something. Yeah. Rensler's kind of a rough boss fight. Sorry, buddy.
I watched some of his stream last night, and stop me if you've heard this one, but it's a game where you catch and tame fantastic monsters and use their elemental powers to battle each other.
Yeah. Pokemon or
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts 3D is the one. What's a Pokemon game?
Yep.
Yeah. That's what this man said.
If we ever go back to it, my plan is to have each of you play one of you play Riku and one of you play Sora.
Your Shroomish is now ready for purification.
Yeah, god damn it. Yeah, if we're gonna...
Are you nose locking it, Nose? Are you nose locking it?
Okay, well. Alright, that's enough of a...
Incentive to go back.
Yeah, incentive
Now,
to go
if you
back.
want to actually purify it, you have to go all the way back to the lab. You can't do that from the PC.
I know. But...
Or you could theoretically take it out of the PC and go to A-Gate instead.
We'll just go...
You might, at that point, you might as well just go.
Yeah, at that point, just go to the lab and deal with it at the lab.
You go, uh-oh, back to the lab again. Oh, no, back to the lab again.
Hey, you
I
didn't
remembered
do the thing.
it this time.
You did. I'm proud of you.
This will be a long walk. And honestly, it's like 3:44. So, this might just be like the last thing we do in stream.
think purifying and doing some rearranging in
It's not
the purification chamber is probably as good a spot as obsidian.
Yeah. Basically every they actually straight up die.
That may be only a proud mode thing. Because I've never encountered that.
You have to get on the right spot.
Open the door to its herd. False swipe. Or fresh.
Oh, interesting. Ian's like, do I?
All right, Rusty.
M.
U.
S.
H.
W.
O.
O.
M.
Yeah, brain cell.
He's my mushroom.
Oh, hey, you got a C dot.
We can test Rusty's theory that the Pokemon in the center also does it with Makuita.
I was looking for it or something.
It appears to.
Yep. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do then. I'll do that again.
I don't believe I have that command set up.
So, to go.
I might be able to tell you, though. We've been live for 3 hours and 45 minutes.
It's not bad, little flow.
You can do worse.
Yeah. Alright. So. I am done editing the sets. It's a bop in here too. All right. So. Feeling the flow. Okay.
I love the quote button.
Flash fire. Do we know? Nature. Naive. Rusty, can you look up what naive nature is?
Sure thing, buddy.
He does Castle running 12 ass chugs.
Naive is going to be up speed, down special defense.
It's not amazing.
Not amazing, but we'll deal with it.
He did the Kessel Run in 12 ass chugs. Ass McChuggins. Core memory unlocked. If anyone's an ass McChuggins, it's Han Solo.
I'm actually going to take this for a little while because it'll be a while before he gets back in line. And I want chances.
Just pick up items.
I want some chances at pick up.
It's you with your meta brain.
Mm-hmm. That's what I am. I'm a very big brain. Okay.
I just thought of a mean joke to say. Is it a big brain or is it a fat head?
Now, fatheads are the things that go on the wall. Alright, so I think
I thought
that's...
that was a Fathead.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, that's it, everybody.
That's gonna do it for us.
We're done.
We're done. Rusty will be back. Gamer Church.
Tonight we've got
Whiny water
Church,
at the end of that.
where the water turns to wine, where the water tastes like wine, where the water is wine.
We're gonna watch Nathan be a capitalist pig tomorrow.
With Nathan's godforsaken mono shiny Nuzlocke.
Yeah. And then Thursday, probably Thursday and Friday, we'll be back with
Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter. So yeah, because new update and all of that.
A new update.
A new update. What?
I don't think we can show that on stream. Bye.